Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. We are officially back. It is softball season in Forest Park. Our Monday, Wednesday men's major leagues kicking it off today here with a 45's doubleheader. They're going to face off against Pharaohs to get things started. We are currently fixing an issue out in left field on our brand new field. You can see over there in the orange shirt up in the distance, our magic man, Joe Presto, with a sledgehammer, just sledgehamming away. 45's out in the field. Haven't gotten their rosters yet, but while we're doing that, we already got somebody figured it out on Twitch, the old Monday Night Raw interlude music. We're going to have some fun here while we wait, but glad to have you all back. First and foremost, Adam Cumby here from Field 1. We're doing things a little bit different this year. Instead of Mondays and Wednesdays, we're going to hit the Major Leagues and the A-League this year, so we're going to be doing Monday night games and then Tuesday night games. So we'll get a little major action, a little A-League action. We saw some good play from the A-League teams last year in the No Glove Nationals tournament. They certainly humbled this announcer. So we're going to make sure they get the proper amount of airtime to make some noise. So that way I can make some more informed predictions as we get back going with things. So while we make sure to get everything settled in left field, safety first, want to give a shout out already to some people over in chat. We've got Travell, we've got Matt, who was here nice and early, tolerating my sound check. Getting Melt over on Twitch, picked up the WWF music. That's right. Today actually is the anniversary, however many years, 25, since WWF got the F out, became WWE. So very fitting there that you called it WWF. We've got my guy, Nathaniel Early, over in the chat. Welcome back, Forest Park Broadcasting. Glad to have you back here with us. We got some wicked shadows right now, but those should leave us here shortly as well. I can see Kelly slowly working his way towards me with the clipboard, writing it out, so we should have a 45's lineup here. Week 2 technically. We started last week. We can go over some of the scores from that one. So week 1 in the Monday, Wednesday men's major league, BTA defeated Wales 6-2. High Y defeated Impact 15-5. Flashback defeated Impact 11-7. Fat Kids over High Y 23-14. Pharaohs over Dirty 38s 12-11. 45's over March 10-5. Flashback over Signature 8-6. 3 more, I promise. Hex 12, 45's 10. Circus over Signature 6-5, and then Hex 10, Circus 7. So we've got a week of games underway. Oscar is back. The people are happy. Randy Nelson, what's up? Sean Wise, what's up? How we doing? I'm just vamping for time now. Joel over there doing something. I'm sure Joe getting something. It's like Ram and Joel on top of things. Like I said, though, glad to have you back here with us live from the Park District of Forest Park. Check us out over on Facebook at PDOFP. Summer season just around the corner. There's water in the pool. We're getting everything calibrated and chemically ready to go. Memorial Day weekend, that Saturday, we open up. So head over to pdofp.org. Get your pool passes. We got some awesome pool pass holder only days. Death, Taxes, and Oscar behind the plate with some sweet swag. We're going to have Chris illustrate how big the metal pole was. So it sounds like they're going to cut it. Not sure where this metal pole came from. When they redid the fields here just this last fall, I don't know how many metal poles they used in the grass construction, but that's what we're waiting for. So thank you, Lane. I will hope to have a great season. That's going to be judged ultimately by all of you who have to listen to me do things like this. I've been talking for 5 minutes about nothing while we wait for Joe to cut a pole over in left field. Ron Forster, glad to have you with us on the broadcast. Reggie the Real, number 23 from Dog Pound, checking in on Facebook. I'm ready, Nathaniel, that's for sure. Since we're out here waiting. Put a little me in the corner. Hi, how's everybody doing? Glad to have you with us here. live from Forest Park. Just waiting for them over in left field. If you're just joining us, game time should have started at 6:45, but just before warm-ups ended, we actually had someone from 45's point out that there is a metal pole sticking out of the ground. So it's just been chilling there for a while, and maintenance man Joe over there with the circular saw. There we go. We got power tools now. We are ready to go. You came for a softball game. You get a show. Not sure if this is OSHA approved, but he's got glasses on, so I think we're okay. So, as I said, we are currently waiting for a little bit of field maintenance to be done. There's a pipe out in the field. Joe with a saw right now, going to take care of that, and then we should be getting underway. My guy Travis, I'm wearing the Daffies week 1. Like the Jordan 1s, I got the OG Daffies. JD, what a day at the park. It's actually a beautiful day at the park. It was supposed to be like 50, overcast, cool tonight, and the sun is shining. It's nice and cool. I came in layers. They are all sitting on a table next to me. So if you're local, highly recommend coming out and checking out the action. We've got 2 great games on deck. 45's with a doubleheader here tonight. They've got Pharaohs and then Iron afterwards, so should be a lot of great action. Looks like the action over on field 2 underway. Field 2 game right now is Whale and Dirty 38s, both teams new to the majors this year. This has turned into a whole thing. So as we await and do like a Pat Hughes description, Joe in the orange shirt pumping his arm to get the saw beginning. The circular blade is rotating. It's actually not starting. That's actually the problem we're having right now. Thought I was going to be doing play-by-play for a softball game, but here we are doing play-by-play for starting a saw. Shout out to Joe, our evening custodian, night maintenance. I'm not 100% sure what his official title is, but shout out to our maintenance crew. We got a lot of rain yesterday. They were able to get the fields nice, dry, taken care of. They look beautiful today here for their on-screen debut. As I mentioned, last fall we did a resurfacing project here to level everything out. There's my guy, Kelly. Kelly, I've been talking for 10 minutes about a whole lot of nothing. Do you need another sheet? I got you, man. Right back here. Come for the softball, stay for the pipe fitting, right? Cutting edge. And Peoria Matt already in midseason form with the cutting edge pun. Jack Nakanishi checking in on Facebook. Glad to be back. Glad to be seen. Glad to be here with all of you. Even though you've had to listen to me talk for 10 minutes with no softball yet. There's the saw. We are going. Ho, 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 ho. Back in my day, the Easter Bunny just used to leave eggs in the field. Pipes, I'm not too sure. One guy asked if they were Super Mario pipes. If you jump in left field, you end up at home. Spider from BTA checking in. Glad to have everyone checking in before the game gets official. Looks like we're making some progress. but not sure where this is going to go from there. Joe Manza, shout out to the umpires. Absolutely. So they're still out there. We'll see what they're doing. Kelly got the score sheet here. So we are officially official, good to go. Game should be starting here in a couple minutes, I hope. I still see Joel sitting out there. Thank you, Kel. So we'll go through the lineups right now here for the 45's. Leading off and catching for the 45's, it'll be Jimmy, then Nate, Scotty, Jeff, Billy, Chris, Mikey, Danny, Joe, Izzy, Isidro, and Chucky. And then for the Pharaohs, it's going to be Veli, Woo, Dirty Red, Mike Long, TJ, Chris, Sammy, Kev, Johnny Ryan, Ben, and I believe Tommy. That one's a bit of a scribble, but we will figure it out. We'll get there when we get there. Like the lazy river of life. Of course, I'm sure you've noticed some new names in certain spots, like Jimmy will be catching for 45's. Filling out my score sheet really quick. Apologies for the somewhat silence. Joe, Izzy. All right, so as it looks like Joe busting out another saw, probably has to get a little bit deeper to cut that bad boy out. Looks like he's got some sort of gardening implement as well. We won't say what that one is. But defensively here for the Pharaohs, left to right in the outfield, it's going to be Woo, Veli, and Mike Long. Left to right across the infield, it's going to be Kev, Chris, Sammy, Tommy, and TJ. On the mound, John Ryan. Behind the dish, it's going to be Ben. It's never good when they have to bring in a second cart. Joe's a smooth operator, though. Our guy, Phil McHugh, checking in. What is up, my friend? The parade of clown cars is leaving, and I think we are officially ready to get underway. Might be a first for me. I've played at a lot of fields where you need to remove debris or rake something, cut something, but I don't know if I've like patches of stuff. I don't know if I've ever seen field maintenance requiring removing a pipe from the ground. I've played on some pretty odd fields. Might have to do a whole other round of stretching here. So apologies for the 15-minute so far delay as we fix an issue in the outfield. 45's were doing their warm-up, and there was a bit of a metal pipe sticking out from the ground. So maintenance man extraordinaire Joe Presto out there in his cart with a trunk full of power tools, gardening implements, just trying to clean it up out there. Looks like the Pharaohs are going to have Woo out there in left field to start things off, so just making sure things are good. Joe's got the spade. Looks like he might be throwing some dirt. We do have a new, speaking of That's a great point, Chris. Speaking of, we do have a new weather alert system here at the park, so you can see for our programming. That's a great segue. I need like a nice sideline reporter for me. So we've got a new peri-weather system sitting on top of the pool. So on nights where there's inclement weather and you're coming for a softball game, we do have a temperature and lightning detection set up, so you can see it on our website, pdofp.org, right on the homepage, as well as on the weather alert system page. So if you're ever unsure, you can kind of see what's happening right here at the park. That's the system we'll be working off of for pool closures, lightning delays, everything in between, anything with the weather. So you can see what we see over at pdofp.org, our new peri-weather system. It's pretty cool. I'm not a huge weather nerd, but I enjoy watching it sometimes. It's got thousands of systems it pulls data from, and it's just a really, really cool system, a really awesome way for us to be able to keep our athletes, residents, and everyone in between safe while they're here at the park. Speaking of safety, it looks like the pipe is gone. Joe is driving away. The Pharaohs officially taking the field, and we are glad to have you here as we get Game 1 underway live from the Park District of Forest Park. Whew! 17 minutes and we made it. So as I mentioned, some new faces here. Jimmy Moretti leading things off for 45's, made the switch over from Hex. Proprietor of Papa Magoo's. And goes GoPro Sports Dome over there. Uncle Jimmy, Cousin Donnie show. So Jimmy leading off, John Ryan on the mound. First pitch, and here we go. Just misses. There's a strike. Double pump and pitch. Jimmy hits that one over to third, down to a kneecap, knocks it down, throws across. TJ shuffles his feet and makes the catch. 5-3 for out number one. In steps Nate. So one out. Nate in the box. Takes a ball in. For those of you who were with us all last year through our live streams, you know we had internet issues galore. We've got a new hotspot this year. Hopefully fixes all of or most of the problems. But we also didn't test it at all, so stick with us if anything happens. So there's strike one to Nate. Nate takes the walk, so he's going to be on first. One on, one out for Scotty. Scotty playing third for the 45's. There's a strike. Yeah, big get for Pharaohs getting John Ryan on the mound. Scotty hits that one down the line, hooks back in, fair. Wu cuts it off at the line. Nate around third. He's going to be up and score. Chris holds the ball. There's Scotty with a double. 45's take the early 1-0 lead. So Jeff with a runner on second. Yeah, new score bug. Keep the score. They kept their free option and gave an updated look, so it's really clean. That one over to third. Kev with it. Throws across. TJ can't hold on to it. That one squirts away. So Jeff over at first. Rare miscue from TJ. Runners on first and third here with one out. Yeah, the free version last year was very slim, long. This one's much more score buggy. Big fan, big fan. So Billy takes a ball. Probably showed up in sweatpants thinking it was going to be cold like I was talking about. Nice and warm right now with the sun shining. Billy hits that one over to second. Tommy down, throws to TJ. Another run comes in. Scotty scores. Jeff over to second. Billy cut down. So Chris Lentine up here, runner on second, 2 outs. John Ryan takes a hop. That one just misses deep. There's a strike. So 2-1 here. John Ryan to Chris Lentine. Chris hits that one high to the right side, ranging over, stays in play. Mike Long can't make the catch, drops it off the chest. Looks like he might have been focused a little bit on that tree, that scoreboard over there. He was looking up, kind of took a peek over. Might have taken his eye off the ball for just a split second. I would too. That scoreboard, it's like railroad ties holding it in the ground. I've run into a lot of stuff, but I don't know if I'd enjoy running into that one. So fresh opportunity here for Chris. 2-2. John Ryan set the quick double pump and pitch. That one hooking inside. TJ with it. It's going to be a race to first. TJ wins that one. So Chris grounds out to first, 3 unassisted, but 2 runs across for the 45's. They've got an early lead as we head to the bottom of the first. So here in the bottom of the first, Pharaohs coming up. It's going to be Veli, Wu, Dirty Red, Mike Long, TJ, Chris, Sammy, Kev, Johnny Ryan, Ben, and Tommy. And then for the 45's defensively, left to right in the outfield, it's going to be Chucky, Mikey, and Isidro. Left to right across the infield, Scotty, Jeff, Nate, Danny, and Joe. Izzy on the mound. And then right there at the bottom of your screen is Jimmy Moretti at catcher. Glad to have you all with us here live from the Park District of Forest Park. As our executive director, Jackie Ivanelli, likes to say, where every day is a walk in the park. As Veli hits that one up the middle, Nate with it, gets rid of it quickly. Gets him by a half step. So 6-3 for out 1. Nathaniel, I read that at first as over under 171 over 2. It's like, just do the math, brother. So Wu takes a ball outside from Izzy. Hits that one into the left center gap. They're playing him shallow. That one carries him back. Wu around second, heading to third. He's going to be up with a stand-up triple. Izzy takes the cut. 1-out triple there for Wu. Dirty Red steps in, looking to cut the deficit in half. Yeah, now I realize it's 17.5, Nate. I read it wrong. It's been a long day. We had a water main break over behind the pool. But everything is all good now. A lot of action here at the Park District of Forest Park as we get ready for the summer. Dirty Red, the lefty, hits that one up over to the right side. You see what he's trying to do. Just get it out of the infield, give Wu enough time and space to get home. Cut it to 2-1. Mike Long on deck. Yeah, 17.5 for sure. That one up into right. Isidro in, makes the catch very shallow. Red couldn't get enough on it. So Wu's going to have to hold that one a fly out. So we got a ground out and a fly out. Nothing doing. Wu still at third. Mike Long stepping in. Looking to make some noise here for the Pharaohs in the bottom of the first. Good pitch from Izzy. Clarence telling Oscar to watch out for Izzy's steps. Izzy went to go talk to the center fielder. Looked like he was taking quite a few steps. Until he realized that he was just talking to his guys. So Deuce is here. Mike Long hits that one into left center. That's going to cut it to 2-1. Long around first. Mikey slides to try to knock it down. Big turnaround second, but a good throw from center. Keeps Long at second. An RBI double. We've got a 2-1 ball game. So Wu unable to tag on the fly out from Dirty Red. Able to score with ease on the line drive from Long. First baseman TJ steps in here with a chance to tie it up. Misses deep. That one high into left field. Chucky over, calls off. Mikey makes the catch for out number 3, but not before Pharaohs scrape one across. We've got a 2-1 ball game as we head to the top of the second inning. So top 2 here for 45 is going to be Mikey, Danny, Joe, and then Izzy. So this Mikey Marola. You may have recognized past iterations of Mike. And Hex and Meatballs. That one misses deep. So some big pickups for 45s as they look to get over that hump. That one good play from Chris over to TJ. 6-3 for out number 1. .45s, of course, making it to the final of the No Gloves last year. Fell to flashback. Back-to-backs. foul, left side. Top two here, 2-1 ball game for 45s. They got 2 across in the top of the first. That one misses inside. Over to short again. Chris down to a knee, throws across low. Nice pick by TJ. Good hands. Absorbs that one nicely for the out. So 2 down, and here comes Joe looking to keep the inning alive. John, I've got, it says Kev here on my score sheet. That's all I've got for you. Hopefully that helps over at third for Pharaohs. He's tall. He's got a great arm. So Joe takes the 2-out walk. Izzy in here looking to keep things moving for the 45s. Kev will be up next inning, next half inning, so we'll get a good look at him. As that one into right center, good little piece of hitting from Izzy. Puts that one over to long side. Throw offline back to the infield. Good job by Johnny Ryan cutting that one off. Had the potential to get away to the fence, but dare I say, John Ryan with the athletic play keeps that one there, keeps it at 2-1. Runners on first and third here for the right fielder, Isidro. Butter asking if the tree made the cut. Yep, the tree is still there. We didn't lose any trees or anything. Everything around the field pretty much stayed, so our tournament safety net still there. So first and third here, 2 down. John Ryan with the pitch to the 11 hitter. There's a strike to Isidro. That went illegal, just a bit too high. That one laced into center right in front of Ellie. Joe comes in to score, re-extends the lead to 2. Runners on first and second. 45's up 3-1. Here's Chucky. There's a strike. Over to second, stays down. Tommy with the throw to TJ, makes the out 4-3 for out number 3, but another run across for 45s. They're up 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the second. So bottom 2 here for Pharaohs. They're going to send Chris, Sammy, and Kev to the plate. Then Johnny Ryan if we get there. So our guy Ace steps in here. Forget how many moving parts I have up here. Got to get that attention span locked back in. That one off the plate. Glad to have you all with us here on a beautiful Monday evening live from the Park District of Forest Park. For those of you who missed the announcement, is that one short of home plate? Missed the announcement at the top of the game. Absolutely right, Nathaniel. That 2-out walk came back to hurt him. That one up the middle. Nate with it. Has to get rid of it quickly. Good throw across. Good catch from Joe. Nate with out number 1. Here comes Sammy. But as I was saying at the top of the broadcast, had mentioned that usually we do Mondays and Wednesdays, but we're going to be doing Mondays and Tuesdays. So we're going to be doing the Monday night of the men's major leagues, and then Tuesday nights are A-League. So we're going to be doing Mondays and Tuesdays. Get some eyes over on our A-League teams, as they are also driving on the road to no gloves. Just a couple short months away already. There's 2 strikes from Izzy there. Sammy nods in agreement. Hits that one into left center. Chucky cuts it off, but there's a 1-out single from Sammy. Sammy gets the courtesy runner, so Chris over to first. Pretty sure Sammy was listening to early 2000s Eminem on his phone on the walk up to the field, so you knew he'd be ready. Nothing gets me pumped like early M. Kev rolls over that one to Jeff. Jeff throws over to first. Joe fires to second, tries to backdoor Chris, but can't get him, so Chris advances up. 6-3 for out number 2. Runner over to second base. Clarence bringing up something that I thought was interesting as well. Looked like Joe held the bag, but he came off the bag very quickly. So just said, just watch him the next time he comes off firing. Didn't look egregious or anything, just looked like he pushed off the bag and made a good throw across. Good look to try to backdoor him, as there's a strike to John Ryan. So runner on second, 2 outs, 3-1 ball game. Pharaohs chasing 2 at the moment. That one high into center, right at Mikey. Makes the catch at eye level. So nothing doing there for Pharaohs. They go down quietly in the bottom of the second inning. We head to the top 3. 45's 3, Pharaohs 1. So back here, top 3 for 45s. It's going to be the top of the order. Jimmy, Nate, Scotty, and Jeff. Beautiful evening here in Forest Park. As I mentioned, it was supposed to be overcast, a bit cooler. The sun's still shining. Most of these players showed up in hoodies, and it looks like most of those hoodies are draped over the bench as Jimmy hits that one to the left side. Kev can't get to it. Little ahead of it. Someone from the 45 side said a little ahead of that changeup, Jim. Probably Chris. Sideline reporter Chris. That one inside. There's our buddy Hawk. Little flat there from Johnny. Johnny to Jimmy. Sidewinder there, just misses. So leadoff walk there from Moretti. Courtesy runner, so Chucky is going to run for Jimmy. Nate stepping in, looking to extend the lead, 2-run lead right now. Live from field 1. If you're noticing, wow, this game's been going on for a while and it's only the 3rd inning. Well, we started about 17 minutes late. We had a pipe sticking up from the ground, had to call maintenance and cut that bad boy out. Strike 2. Yeah, nothing like a full-on field renovation. Then somehow there's just a pipe out there. Is that one over to second? Tommy can't come up with it. Mike Long throws into second. Good throw. Looked like he was going to come up hucking it to third, but made a smart read there. So 1st and 3rd now with nobody out. Good opportunity here for the 45s. And right guys up in the spot. 3, 4, 5 coming up. Scotty, Jeff, and Billy. With Chuck on 3rd and Nate on 1st. So let's see if Johnny Ryan can get out of it. The pipe issue is fixed, though. The Super Mario portal is closed. Got all the mob in here. Looks like we got our guy Dig Dug audioid. Mike Long can't make the catch and right. Got twisted around. Looked like his momentum was carrying him away as his body was twisting. Could not squeeze the catch. Chuck comes in to score. Nate had to hold just in case the catch was made. Scotty over to 3rd. So 2nd and 3rd now. Another run in for the 45s. And I just had a stroke trying to say your name. Audioid kid or audio ID kid. I just like it as one word. I prefer it as one word. So 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, 1 in already. Jeff here looking to extend the lead. I just like calling him Doug, but without the O, just D-U-G, Doug. Jeff takes a ball inside using the white Windy City. Takes another ball inside. The hits keep coming. We've got some friends of the mob from on Twitch. We got Coach Ryan checking in over on Facebook. Richie Battistoni checking in on Facebook. Glad to be back, my brother. Thank you for tuning in over on Facebook. That one over to Ace. Can't hold on to it. Throws over to first. TJ with the pick. Good read from Nate. So Chris almost caught it on a line. So Anthony is going to hit here for Billy. Jeff's going to be out at first. Nate comes in to score. Scotty holds at second, so a lot going on there. We'll get to the chat as well in a second. So Anthony hitting here, as I mentioned. High into right field, over to Mike Long. Another opportunity to make the catch. Tagging over to third is Scotty. So Mike makes the catch. Runner moves up to third. 2 outs. 45s with a 4-run lead. As we were saying, though, Coach Ryan, glad to have you with us. Doing big things out in the world. Richie Battistoni, as I said, glad to have you with us as well. Can't wait to see you out here. And then Eric Huff checking in, my guy. Happy 2025. Looking forward to seeing all your smiling faces out here at the Park District of Forest Park this summer. It's Chris with a runner on third and 2 outs. Opportunity to add another one. 5-1 lead right now. I didn't do any spring training practice broadcasts, so I'm a little rusty as well when I was doing my shout-outs. Like, is this what it's like to have friends? So Chris takes the free walk. Runners on first and third. Opens things up here for Mike. Phil, it is going to be an absolutely perfect summer of softball here and abroad. I know we've got all of the other leagues, SSA, ASA, everything else going on. They've been going on even before our league, the Dome League, everything in the winter. So, you know, these guys are ready to play as we head towards No Gloves in the end of July. Yeah, Doug, it's absolutely perfect night here. It was supposed. I've mentioned it a few times. It was supposed to be low 50s, overcast. It's sunny, clear. Couldn't ask for a better night here to kick things off as that one rolled over. Ace with a nice dive, knocks it down. Scotty still scores, but Chris with a nice play. That one skipped past Kev. Looked like he was trying to make a play on it. Could not. Another run in for 45's. First and second, 2 outs. Here comes Danny. But yeah, we lucked out with tonight's weather. Everyone rocking the short sleeves now. Almost everyone. Butter, I'm rocking the OG Daffies for week 1. Wes, what's up? Great to see you checking in over on Facebook. That one over to right. It's going to hook just foul, just right of the line. Looks like we have a different right fielder in as well. Not Mike anymore. I see Mike over here to my right, getting ready for the next inning to hit. Wes, one of the purest hitters. 16-inch softball. Got to give you that shout out, my guy. I could just sit on Facebook and watch Wes hit all day. As that one right back to John Ryan, knocks it down quick like a cat. 3 runs across, though, for 45's. 1-3 put out for the third. So 45's with a 5-run lead. We head to the bottom of the third inning. We'll be right back. And we are on our way to the bottom of the third inning. Pharaohs coming up right now. It's going to be 10-11-1. So Ben, Tommy, and Veli looking to cut into this 5-run deficit. 45's comfortable right now. You can hear that laugh over to the right just off your screen. Our guy, Lil Dave. So we are getting set back. Sorry, had to answer a really nice text message from a friend. Thank you, bud. Ooh, this is a nice new locale that we've got someone checking in from. Jim Macy checking in from Ireland. Top of the morning to ya. So 1-1 count here from Izzy to Ben. Shortly after this game, we're going to have 45's taking on Iron. So 2 great ball games here on deck tonight. That one up the middle, right back to Izzy. Stumbles over. Makes the throw as if in slow motion. Looks like he is okay. Kind of smiled as he threw it over. Looks okay. So first out, 1-3. Knocked it down, just looked like he kind of rushed as he was trying to pick it up, tripped over his feet, fell over, made a nice little toss over to Joe at first for the out. So good recovery nonetheless. Big smile on his face as he was laying there, as I mentioned. So 1 out, here's Tommy, second baseman, hits that one to the right side. That one's going to stay fair. Anthony over in right field now. Chucks it into second, so a 1-out single from Tommy sets the table back to the top of the order. Here is Veli. So we're going to get a pinch runner here. Someone's running for Tommy. Number 21. And I believe that's Anthony in right field for Isidro, as I said. There's a strike. That one up the middle. Nate steps on second, throws to first. Valley beats it out over at first. Good job by Nate. Kind of lost it there, but stuck with it. Fielder's choice. Valley over on first. We've got 2 down. That kind of the opposite reaction. Nate knocked it down, didn't rush to go pick it up, kept his wits about him, was able to get the lead out. Oh, close play over at first, but Valley with good speed getting down the line. So Wu stepping in here. Bottom 3, 6-1. 2 down. That one right off the back tip of the plate. Just deep. Flat. That one hits the plate, so Wu walks a little frustrated. It's like shooters shoot and hitters want to hit. But 2 on right now. Big spot here for Dirty Red. Well-placed ball from Red could cut this one to half. But he hits that one right to second. Danny playing back behind the lip on the grass. Well positioned. Someone read the scouting report, so a line out for out number 3. Nothing doing for Pharaohs once again. We head to the top of the 4th inning. It's 45-6. Pharaohs 1. So top 4 here, 45's coming up. It's going to be Joe, Izzy, and then Isidro, I believe. So 6-1, 45's looking to extend. Pharaohs looking to hold them. Get a quiet inning, get a little bit of momentum heading into the 5th, or sorry, bottom of the 4th. That one up the middle. Sammy with it. Easy throw across. Gets Joe for out number 1. Jerome sending some good energy the Pharaohs way over on Facebook. If you're watching over on Facebook, Twitch, or even YouTube, I believe you can comment on YouTube Live. Give us a shout over in the chat. Let us know anyone you want to give a shout to. Say what's up. Very active chat over on Facebook and Twitch. Lots of fun during the games. A lot of people who know a whole heck of a lot more about 16-inch softball and the players than I do. So sometimes I'll just drop a, hey, who's that? And chat will hook it up. So definitely get in there. Have some fun. Great game time experience. Izzy in with 1 out. Good footwork there. Over into right field. Couple steps back. Makes the catch for out number 1. Still haven't seen who's over and right. So 2 down. Isidro had a RBI single over in the 2nd. There's a strike. Yeah, Doug, I'm thankful Monday Night Raw is on Netflix. I can just go home and start it whenever the heck I want. Nice backwards spin there from John Ryan. Missed inside, but that one broke quite a bit. My wrist would be hurting. Just missed outside. Travell says that looks like Juan in right field. My problem is I can't see far away because of my lack of depth perception, being blind in one eye. So I'm very bad when it comes to figuring out who the heck's in the outfield. Is that one over to Veli? Back over the shoulder, makes the easy catch. So a much needed 1-2-3 inning there from the Pharaohs defensively. We head to the bottom of the fourth. They're chasing 5 coming right up. So bottom 4, we've got Mike, Long, TJ, and Chris, then Sammy and Kev. But not Mike Long. Wondering if he got hurt on that ball in right field. It was a deep drive into the gap. He got twisted around and then kind of at the last second torqued his body to turn to try to make the catch. And there was another play over and right where it looked like he pulled up a little bit early. So wondering if that aggressive play over and right that twisted and turned him around had anything to do with it. That one over into left, down, slides, makes a catch. Nice catch over in left field. I think that's actually Anthony now. So Anthony Sanchez in left field, Isidro still in right. We're all squared away now. Like I said, I can't see far away, but that's okay. Nigel, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I thought, Travell. Thank you. That one over to third. So 2 hard hit balls, 2 pitches in a row, 2 outs. TJ lines out to third. Nice play there from Scotty. So to complete the defensive substitutions, Chucky switched over to center, Mikey out in center field. 2 quick outs. Chris up. Love those cleats. Got that Miami Vice teal and pink. Over to short, Jeff down to a knee, fires across. Joe with the stretch, makes the catch. So back-to-back 1-2-3 innings, a very quiet fourth. We head to the 5th. It's 45-6, Pharaohs 1. So 45's, who also went down 1-2-3 in the 4th, come up here in the top of the 5th. It's going to be number 12 hitter Chucky, and then Jimmy, Nate, and Scotty 1-2-3. So 12, 1-2-3 here in a big spot for the 45's. Pharaohs had an opportunity after the quiet inning, unable to capitalize. Chuck hits that one up the middle. Sammy with it. Clean play over to first for out number 1. So good play there from Bertucci. Back to the top. It's Jimmy. Appreciate your help on that, Travell, by the way. Jimmy hits that one over towards center. Veli ranging over, makes the catch, flips it over to Wu in left. So 2 quick outs for the Pharaohs on the 45's. hoping to answer with another 1-2-3 inning, get back with the bats. That one over TJ's head into right. Nigel throws it slightly offline into second. So Nate at first with 2 outs. Scotty laces that one down the line, stays fair by about 1.5 feet. Nate around third. He's going to score easy. Scotty around second. He's coming into 3. Kev comes off the base to make the catch. The throw slightly offline. RBI triple from Scotty. Have yourself a day. So Jeff up here. Scotty's been on base all 3 times, looking to score all 3 times. Ultimately, that one's going to be up to Jeff. Jeff hits it over to Nigel. Nigel under, makes the catch up against the belly button for out number 3. Another run in for 45's. As we head to the bottom of the 5th, it's now 7-1. Pharaohs coming right up.
Kane is in the building.
So back here, bottom of the 5th. Moretti not too pleased with his swings there, as he said up here. You might have heard him on the field, Mike. So we're going to have Sammy, Kev, and Johnny Ryan coming up here for the Pharaohs. Back-to-back 1-2, well, almost back-to-back 1-2-3s. But 45's able to scrape another one across. Those are the kind of things that are backbreaking late in a game. You think you're going to be able to get a little bit of momentum, and then you've got 2 quick outs, and suddenly it's another run tacked on to the ledger. So a little bit of work here ahead for the Pharaohs, chasing 6. Sammy starts things off, dumps that into right. Isidro, good positioning, makes the catch for out number 1. Eric Huff liking the music. I was going to say, if that can't get you pumped up, I don't know what can. It's Wheezy F, baby. Don't forget the F. There's a strike from Izzy to Kev. Laces that one into left, just in front of Anthony. Good 1-out single there from the big third baseman. Going to get a pinch hitter. 42 for 47, so 42 for John Ryan. I'm still in preseason form, so not quite familiar with all the new faces or unfamiliar faces. We'll get there. Playing up towards the front of the plate. Kev leading off first. Takes a big step, hammers it over. Danny, nice jumping catch. Timed that one up well for out number 2. Good job there from Moretti, kind of letting him know where he was positioning himself. Danny playing quite a bit over on that lip. That time didn't really have to move. Slightly delayed jump, but got the job done. So 1 out, or 2 outs, 1 on. I'm going to get 1 for 14, so Ben going to take a seat here for, oh, that's our guy Cliff Perry, Sport. Don't need a roster or anything for that. So Sport here with 2 outs, runner on first, looking to keep things alive. Bottom of the 5th, running out of chances here for Pharaohs. Been tough sledding for him offensively in this one. Rolls over that one to Nate. Nate with it, throws to first, close play, but he gets him by about a step, so Perry grounds out. 10-3, nothing doing for the Pharaohs once again as we head to the top of the sixth. So everybody re-entering for the Pharaohs except for Cliff Perry, going to stay behind the plate. So top six here, 45s are going to send Anthony, Chris, and Mikey to the plate. Anthony pushes that one over to the left side. Leadoff single there. Nice little easy hit to set the stage for Chris. Hunteen got walked his last time up after Ryan got behind 3-0. Strike one there from Johnny Ryan. Want to say thank you for everyone who is joining us right now live from the Park District of Forest Park as Chris ropes that one just foul. Beautiful evening, getting some cotton candy skies right now. Mother Nature and Brother Nature in mid-season form. That one misses inside. Sorry, Brother Nature. Brother. That one over to Tommy, knocks it down, throws to second. A chance at first, but Chris with the wise hold. So Lentine over to first, replaces Anthony. Anthony thrown out at second, one down. Here comes Mikey. So one on, one out. 6-run lead right now for the 45s. Iron waiting in the wings. They'll be playing after this one, 45s versus Iron. It should be a good one, so hopefully you'll stick with us. And, of course, we'll be back at it tomorrow night at 6:45. Probably live about 6:35 or so. Esmarola hits that one into left. Wu chasing it back over the shoulder, makes the catch. Chris tags into second. Wu's momentum carried him a couple of extra steps, and that was all the time Chris needed to be able to tag. So 2 down, runner on second now. Danny looking to add a very important insurance run. 6 runs looks like a lot, but in 16-inch softball, it can disappear just like that. Danny hits that one just between third and short. Kevin Chris can't come up with it. Wu knocks it down. Starting to see a little, I don't know if it's lethargy or apathy, but a little frustration here from the Pharaohs side, especially that left side of the infield. So that ball gets away. Danny over to first, another run in. Paulie hits that one into left center. Valley chasing it back, cuts it off. Joe into second. Danny around third. He's up easy. Another run across as Joe finds himself at second. 45's adding on in a critical juncture late in the game. And Nathaniel Early, your over-under, could still be in play as we're going to get a new pitcher here for the Pharaohs. Curtis King, who gave me one of the best hellos I've ever received in my life before the game. Usually people avoid eye contact and walk the other way. He did the exact opposite, and it was great. So Izzy up here with a runner on second, 2 outs, 2 across so far. A chance to add another one and break into the double digits for 45's. King looking to keep it right here at 8. There's a strike. Good start there from King. Just a bit too high. Izzy lifts that one to the left side. Chris backpedals, makes the catch. So 2 more across for the 45's as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Pharaohs chasing 8. So 11-1-2 here for the Pharaohs. It's going to be Tommy, Veli, and Wu. Looking to cut into this deficit right now. Bottom 6, so don't have to do it all at once, but you'd sure like to make a dent in it right here to take some of the pressure off the boys. So Izzy set, checks his defense. Of course, as I mentioned, this game started about 15 minutes late, so game 2 is going to start a little late as well, but I see the Iron guys walking up, so warm-ups probably won't take too long. What'll happen after this is we're just going to get all the name cards and titles changed over to the next game, and then I will be live again as that one hit into center field. Chucky over, makes the catch. That one tails right back into the breadbasket for out number 1. So we'll put a bow on this one at the end. We're going to get another pinch hitter. 32 for 11, so 32 hitting for Veli. Yeah, so we'll go dark for a couple minutes, and then we'll pull everything back up. We can hang out in the chat. We'll hit our intro video, and we'll get going. No, hopefully we don't find any more pipes in the outfield, so we should just be ready to roll. Oh, are my eyes deceiving me, or is that airborne over on Twitch? Glad to have the mob hanging out here today. Early on, you know, those opening day crowds usually less abundant, but we got a good showing over here live from the Park District of Forest Park. Hour 1, minute 25 of this live stream. That one back to Izzy. Good extension. Stays on his feet this time with the flip over to first. There's out number 2. Matt, I don't like that I enjoyed that one. So here's Wu with 2 down. Opportunities dwindling here for the Pharaohs. Just flat. High fly ball into center. Chuck over, makes the catch. And that's out number 3. So a quick 1, 2, 3. We head to the top of the 7th. 45's up 9-1. And that song, Worlds Apart. These offenses feel worlds apart right now. 9-1. 45's have had several productive innings. A quiet 1-2-3 inning in the 4th, but have scored in every other one. The Pharaohs have had the makings of some good innings, but unfortunately have been unable to capitalize. So only one run right now for the Pharaohs. So they're going to have to try to hold 45s right here and then get back and score at least 8 to keep this one going. Crazier things have happened. In the words of a great unnamed Canadian poet, never say never. Yes, that poet is Justin Bieber. That one rolled over to first. TJ down to a knee. Isidro not going to run. Out number 1. Pinch hitter here for the 45s. Looks like we're going to get Larry pinch hitting for Chucky. So Larry here with a late at bat. Hits that one down over Kev's head. Larry with a beautiful golf swing, by the way. Our guy, Russ DeLute, checking in over on Facebook. What's up? Glad to have you with us here on this beautiful Monday evening from the live from the Park District of Forest Park. Rolls over that one to first. TJ gets his hands on it, but just outside the line. 2 strikes here to Larry. Larry Downs, of course, Churchill Downs. Kentucky Derby just happened. Journalism almost won. Journalism could have used a win here in 2025, the year of our Lord, as Larry hits that one over to the right side. Tommy Over makes the catch. Went to go flip it to Nigel Over and right, but made the catch at first. Yeah, you can kind of tell Airborne from that swing that that's in the wheelhouse right there. Strike there to Jimmy. Top 7, 45s, 9, Pharaohs 1. Our guy Joel giving me iron score sheets already. Dan Atkins with some beautiful handwriting. Nate over on the 45s, guys, wants to check because King has his pants tucked into his socks. Just check him. Just check him. That one rolled over to Chris. Chris can't come up with it cleanly. Picked his eyes up before he had the ball. Jimmy over at first. So 2 down, a runner on first. Gift wrapped from the Pharaohs defense. And not what you want to see with Nate, Scotty, and Jeff waiting in the wings. Jimmy deciding to run. I don't know why I sounded so indignant or surprised. I've seen him run before. Nate takes a strike there. Good pitch from King. Yeah, that's right, Airborne. You got to look it into the glove, so to speak. Just missed there inside. Jack Doss checking in on Facebook. Best fields in Illinois. Glad to have you with us. Also, speaking of Doss, I know JD checked in earlier. Want to congratulate him as that one in between third and short. Jimmy's going to hold at second, but JD, John Doss, you've heard us mention him many times on the broadcast before. He just had his last board meeting at the Park District of Forest Park on May 1st. 18 years serving this awesome community, this awesome park district. So he's retiring from that position. He'll still be involved in 16-inch softball, so you'll still see him around here quite a bit. But just wanted to give him a shout out. Congratulations for that, as well as a nomination into the Chicago 16-inch Softball Hall of Fame. So we'll have a lot more coverage about that, the Hall of Fame class, everything else that just recently came out. But want to give a shout out to our guy, JD, for all the big things he's doing in life. As that one roped into left from Scotty once again. Nate over to third. First and third, a run comes in. Jimmy scores, and the 2-out walk comes back to haunt him. So first and third, 10-1 now. Just missed there from King. Our guy Memo checking in over on Facebook. How we doing? Glad to see you checking in. Are you going to be here for the Iron game? Are you on the roster? That one rolled up the middle just between Chris and Sammy. That throw gets away. Let's see what happens. It stays in play. Looks like it either hit off a bat or hit off Marola, but that one stays in. So Scotty over to third. Nate in. Jeff over to second. Another across. No Memo. Well, we'll have the game live for you, Memo, here live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. So you can hang out here for Iron and 45s shortly after this game. And then hits that one high to the right side. Nigel ranging over, under. Not sure if he lost it up in the sky. Didn't think he could get to it, but kind of pulled off. It looks like he said he lost it as he's pointing up to the sky. Yeah, he had a good beat on it and then just kind of stopped. Didn't land too far away from him. So second and third, 2 outs. Anthony hits that one up the middle. 2 more are going to score. Quick throw from Veli into second. Scotty and Jeff come across. Lucky 13 for the 45s. Chris in here with 2 down, 13-1. It was a fairly close game up until about the 5th. That one line just past Ram over at first. Big man Jake Reynolds checking in. Why aren't these guys wearing gloves? Pshaw. Yeah, 2-out walks. We've seen several times now in this game 2-out walks come back to haunt the Pharaohs and allow the 45s to extend innings and do some damage. 2 of their biggest innings have come off of 2-out walks. Not even competitive at bats either, just quick 2-out walks. And unfortunately, you know, the chickens came home to roost. So something you can't really afford, especially against a stacked team like this. So King set here with the pitch. Good throw from Perry over to first, but nothing doing as that's a walk to Lentine. So first and second here with 2 outs. It's been an extended top of the 7th here for the 45s at the plate. Friend of the program, J-Rob, checking in, says, good job, 45, see you soon. Get our patented J-Rob at bat. One pitch, one swing. Not enough time to even say his name, and then he's jogging back to the dugout for a pinch runner. Yeah, Mike Daugherty, absolutely spot on. It happens. You just got to come back stronger the next game. That's the thing, you know, take it game by game. You're going to have a bad game every once in a while. Sometimes you just got to wash it and let it go. Is that one roped into left? Wu wanted to come up firing, but a good hold there from Anthony. So the bases are loaded now. First, second, and third. Danny stepping in. Especially this early in the season. We're in week 2 of this Monday, Wednesday men's major league. You got plenty of time to assess what happened and fix it. I always say to a lot of these managers when we have our early season conversations, something goes bad, and it's always frustrating, but it's, you know, I'd much rather it happen in May than at the end of July when it really, really matters. So you know, this is a game where you don't love the results, but if you can learn from it, you can live with it. As that one lifted into left over to Wu, under makes the catch for out number 3, but 4 more across for the 45s. They've got a 12-run lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. So here for the 45s in the bottom of the 7th inning, it's going to be 3-4-5. Dirty Red, I believe Nigel still hitting for Mike Long. Going to see what's up with him. I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if that funky play over in right field when he was twisting and turning had something to do with his exit from the game. But it's going to be Dirty Red, Nigel, TJ, and Chris. Pharaohs chasing 12, a little bit of work to do right now. After this half inning, we'll wrap everything up and then turn everything over for our next game, 45s versus Iron. That's right, another hour with me. I hope you'll join us here after this one. But we've still got to get through this one. Bottom 7, 13-1. 45s leading the Pharaohs. Pharaohs with their last wraps right now, middle of the order up. As Red lifts that one in to right. Isidro back, makes the catch, turns around. Nice catch for out number 1. Ball there, a little flat from Izzy. Another ball there, Izzy to Nigel. Oh, nice, thank you, Airborne. I won't get those notifications till after since I'm using the Restream interface, so I appreciate it. Nigel hits that one over to short. Jeff with it, fires across. Joe with the pick, slight bobble. Looks like Nigel would have been safe either way on a bang-bang play, so 1 out single there. Good play from Jeff. Unfortunately, he was just ranging off his back foot. Didn't really have a lot of momentum going into it. Wasn't able to get a lot onto the throw, and that was the difference that allowed Nigel to reach safely. So 1 out, runner on first. TJ here hits that to the right side. Into the tree, kicks off the tree and stays in play. Thank you, tree. That one short of the plate. Of course, you might have just heard me mention subs. If you're over on Twitch, you can subscribe, get some custom emotes, helps out the channel. As that one into center. 1 out single there. So first and second, you're hearing a little life from this Pharaoh side. Couldn't be anyone other than Mr. Curtis King. Yeah, not a ton, just some custom emotes, but it allows us to up our production quality per se. As that one rolled over to third, steps on third for one, over to first, bingo, bango, no bongo needed. That's a double play to end this one, and the 45s are victorious 13-1. So game one ends with the 45s victorious. We started about 15 minutes late, but that didn't stop the 45s. It impeded their warm-up, but they were ready to go. 13 runs in this one, scored in all but one inning, symmetrical as heck with a 1-2-3 inning in the fourth, but 1 through 3 and 5 through 7 were fruitful and fortuitous for this 45 squad. They're going to turn things around quickly. We're going to have 45s taking on Iron after this. We're going to get everything turned over. Want to thank you for joining us here in game number 1 of our 2025 slate of broadcast live streams here from the Park District of Forest Park. I'm Adam Cumby. Want to thank you for joining us. We're going to get everything ended right here, end this stream. I'm going to update the title cards and get everything right back on. So if you're sticking with us, we'll see you back here in a couple minutes.